Okay, so again, good afternoon and welcome to agricultural biology, not site 22, but actually this is actually supposed to be offered when you are first year, no? Kasi these are actually preparatory. What did I do? Sa mukha, nawala. So actually, this is preparatory for agriculture, but somehow something wrong with the new curriculum na inano na ano tawag doon na revise. So nawala yung agricultural biology, which is actually mandated by CHED. Anyway, you still have naman time, which is ngayon before you graduate to have this subject. Dashboard. Miss ka prepared na kanina, tapos karon. So anyway, I know you have already received this one. Now, I have sent 3 assignments already ahead of time. So ito, si Gab mo nag-start na gani si Gab. So by the way, let me just proceed with the orientation of all the subject kasi I know we've known each other na since summer, charot. So there is no need for introduction. So congrats for Gab, but maybe you should improve your grade, no? I don't know. I first time the ISOs, most probably na perfect na ni Gab. Yes, ano?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
ma'am. So si Mark Sharp, first attempt 100% agad. So di na lang ako hindi na ako mag-discuss. So going back sa dashboard, so for those of you who have the rest of you na hindi pa nakapag join the class, so please answer this. But if we go back, so if we are just going back to the lesson, Q create. So Q learn sa inyo, Q create sa kuha. Yeah. So, and aside from that, I know you also have received another assignment, which is also Q essay. Biology. Okay, so yung assignment ninyo, which is your quizzes, by the way, is here. Yeah, this one. And you can see that here. Oh my goodness. Ako manggung na-delete ang tab, kaya nawala na noon. Aha. Okay, so these are, of course, you can see my screen, diba?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these are our units, no? And we have, supposedly this will just be prelim, midterm, pre-finals, and finals, but there are actually 5 units here. And this is actually a very long topics, but they are divided into 5 units. The first chapter is Introduction to Biology, and we're going to discuss about, of course, what is biology, the study of life, and the scientific methods, and we will, diba, mga for beginners siya. So actually, it's not really very useful na to think na I know you have done microscopy already. Tama ba ko? Wala pa? So ang pag microscope no nga wala gani no laboratory. But have you done microscopy before?
Ano, ma'am? Sa high school.
Yeah, so you have seen what kind of structure?
Ma'am?
Kung sa inyo nakita? Sa
Ano, ma'am? Ang kanang mga small, kaning mga cells. Like, kaning sa bacteria, good, ma'am.
What kind of bacteria? Very good kasi germ.
Single cell, manata to, ma'am? Sige, tawag na
Ah.
single cell.
Asa man siya gikan na niya gikuha? Ano na siya isolated? So lahat naman ng bacteria ay single cell. But it's all right if you don't identify the kind of bacteria. Pero asa niya ikuha? Sa tanom o sa lake or
Kalimot, buka sa tugikuha, ma'am.
oh, it's all right. So anyway, we'll be looking into the microscopy, and I remember in the actual face-to-face kasi as I've been teaching also agricultural biology since, and part sa mga useful activities in the laboratory is to just get sample from water or usually sa soil or sa plants, and then you're going to put it in the slides and view that under 5 times and 10 times resolution under a compound microscope. But then, and also, even the strand of your hair, no? So, nakakita naman sa inyong buhok under the microscope, what it looks like. So, i-google na lang na, no? Kung wala pa mo kakita. Anyway, but kabalo naman siguro mo magtanaw microscope, no? Wala ra pud magtanaw kag telescope. Dapat i-open nimo ang both eyes, 'di ba? Tama ba? Or i-close ang isang mata. Yes, Jerwin?
Open, ma'am. I-open, ma'am.
Ang both eyes.
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Okay, very good. So under nga sa introduction, we will know the different measurements and how to measure things, no? Not only plants and animals, but around us. So next is the life processes. So ano itong mga life processes? So actually, hindi ko pa siya natapos. So some are which water properties we should know about. Kasi water is life, no? So gives us life, and not only for humans but also to all living organisms. So it is very important to study the characteristic of life in order to understand also the function and the role of life sa all living organism. And we will study chemistry, biochemistry, photosynthesis, respiration. Sorry, hindi ko pa na-add lahat. And lahat ng the macromolecules, but I'm just going to select some of the most important kasi I know this will not be done in the whole semester, although what I usually do as noon, although matatapos naman siya noon with all the coverage, but with this kind of setting natin na we will just meet not really for the thorough lecture, but just to, kasi Weaver is really designed for self-study. As you notice, if we go to if we go to the Q-Learn, so kung moadto ta, headburn, hindi siya mag-preview. Okay, preview this topic. So you are now here on Q-Learn. So if you go here, i-click nimo ang mga lessons one by one, diba? And in the end, you're going to find your quiz. Yan. No? So, yung mga nakapag-answer na ng quiz, it means you have mastered already, no? And but for this, since this is yet our first meeting, so yung iba, no, of course, can follow the discussion, but it doesn't mean that hindi kayo naka-learn, naka-answer gani mo sa kung ano. So actually, you can just do this by yourself kasi ito yung design for Quiver. Okay, so let's just maybe finish the coverage, no? I mean the orientation. So for next to life processes is genetics, the study of genetics. So in these activities, we're going to wala pa na isulod ha. We're going to study about Mendelian genetics, how to do the monohybrid and cross hybrid. But did you have a genetic subject before?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yeah, so hawad na mo sa dihybrid? Jerwin?
Lang, ma'am. Wala lang, ma'am, pero na ano ma'am kaning nami ano kaning about related sa ano sa genetics na subject sa una. Si Ma'am din gyapon na mo ano kaning nagtudlo sa mga ma'am.
Siya inyong teacher. Genetics siya na subject or crop and animal improvement?
Kato ma'am. Katong crop and animal pero nagyapon siya ano kaning genetics na related na ano.
Yes, I know. Kasi that's the basic ng crop and animal. Kasi I don't know if it sa second year pa lang. So actually last year semester I also taught crop and animal improvement. So but those were for second year students. No, and kamo third year at amo ata. So that would be our coverage for genetics. So maybe we don't touch much on that kasi alam niyo na maybe because you can do it by your own, no? And but then if ever you want me to explain more for that kasi that would be all kasi nga this subject is for first year level, so meron talaga itong objective na exam. These are not really merely essays. So ipakita na ko sa inyo ang mga requirements mamaya. So that's for genetics and under biological classification. But these are just divided as the animal, the five kingdoms. So what was again the five kingdoms? Si Jerwin na po. How about si Argel naman?
Plants siya.
Yeah, we have we have plants. What else? Carla. Ruel, or any one of you? Ivy, si Ivy di lang ang favorite.
Animalia, ma'am.
Yes, plant. Animalia.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What else? So we have plants, animals. Of course, we have viruses. And yung sinabi kanina, yes? Argel? Yeah, tingog lang mo ha if naamoy ika-share. Ayaw ka ulaw. Kay maulaw pa ba naman mo at this point? Charot. Lance, Kier? Okay, so yeah, so we will be discussing about the five kingdoms. So that it includes virus, of course, fungi. And before it was classified, the bacteria were classified as monorans and protists. So but now they are very specific to the five. No. So next is the last topic we're going to discuss is about ecosystem, and this is more on our relationship, the food web, the food chain, and our interrelationship with all organisms and the process of natural selection, no? So, but then, ingon gani na ako, no? This is overdue for you as fourth-year students kasi dapat basic ito before you proceed with practical agriculture. So, maybe these are just for compliance and also maybe review for some of you. So, those are our topics, which is a bit lengthy, but I hope I can make it na ano. So sa inyong ano, Q-learn ba ni? Yeah. So, sa inyong paper essays for the requirements, I already have sent you so that you can prepare in advance your laboratory report. This will be about how many exercises? So link lang siya kasi nga dito sa ano, sa paper. Ano ni Ron? Pwede tayo siya i-download. Ganon. Ideally, ang report ako ang magudi nga ano, site. So, you just go to this link kasi naka Google Drive ito. No, and you will see here, i-download lang ninyo or save a copy, kaya don't edit anything since you have, I don't know kung maka-edit mo. Depende sa ano setting dire. But supposedly dapat ma-open ninyo ni tanan, but just tell me if you cannot open. Anyone on the internet can view. So view lang pala siya, no? Okay. So this is your I guess 4 activities, laboratory activities. So first is, if you cannot go to, meron siyang ano format. So kasi yung subject ko sa inyo is research paper man to, no? Was it our first subject? With me?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes. So but usually when I do crop science and other animals na pud karon. So I do have laboratory report, no, and this is written, but somehow you can opt for video presentation or PowerPoint presentation if you don't want the write up, no. But mainly the write up would contain the introduction, but you just answer the question what is being asked here, and you just copy the objectives and follow the method. So you can visit a real biotechnology laboratory, PCR or polymerase chain. So usually ang meron ng biotech dito is the Department of Science and Technology, University of the Philippines. We also have in USEP, but I don't think you have access there. So if ever you can have access, kaya namin mga connections, and supposedly we are going to have any tissue culture laboratory can also be a biotech, no? It's still biotech. So, or the most convenient or accessible is to just watch the most sophisticated and advanced technology in biotech laboratories anywhere in the world. So, and you just research, no, and make a report, and then you answer this question, no, and you make a conclusion. So that's laboratory exercise 1, and second is the DNA extraction. Although I have a presentation to do this, or you can also another picture. So you can also, these are just representative pictures, but we are going to have some slides also here on the lectures. So, andito yung mga methodology. So, I already told you what to do in the introduction. You just answer the question and do the step-by-step. So, parang ang example ko dito is this. Tomato, no? You can do tomato, but if you have strawberry, char, social. Strawberry, kaning nasa picture is actually strawberry. No. So you do the step, and but as I have told you na I PowerPoint presentation to do this, to explain, and also you can also Google kung there are a lot of videos on DNA extraction. So DNA extraction is can be done in a very advanced laboratory, but you can also do that at the convenience of your home using yung mga ano lang available na home what do you call that? Materials or ingredients such as asin, table salt or sodium chloride, and what else? Alcohol. No, so just follow the instruction here and answer the question. What happened? No, follow the step and answer the question. So supposedly, ang end product nimo dere is the white. What is that? White spool of sticky DNA. So that kung dili mo makakita kasi it so happened, but aside from tomato, you can also use some other plant material, no? You can even use any animal parts, pero wag naman sana magkuan kay kung basta mga animals na ano, no? Alam nga naman kanang ikap nimo. But you just use plants, leaves, or anything, but better to follow strawberry or tomato, and you answer the question. And by the way, also, if you do it with yourself by your own, ay inyo ha magdayon yung buhatan na. So you do the in your methods. Please show the photos sa inyong ginawa, no, the end product. And the next is crops classification. So you just have to classify plants based on botanical classification. So, and using scientific names or horticulturally or agronomically. So you just list down them. Ilan ba dapat? So it's not stated here kung ilan. So how much do you want or how many? Yung mga common lang. So kasi usually I do the as much as you can, no? But we can also decide if you want kung para naatay leverage kung pila din ang perfect score. No, and you just answer the question in your conclusion and discussion. So aside from that, we have the last na ba? Oh my God, no, it's not. So naganda yung buhaton. This is an old laboratory exam exercise kasi. So you are also going to classify livestock, no? Actually, dapat appeal po ni animals, poultry or livestock, no? Lahat. So as much as you can, but as I have said, pwede na leverage. And the next, murag 20 exercise. Ang 20 exercise dahil siya. So the fifth one, 5 out of 20 is disease in identification. So have you, in your plant pathology, you have identified diseases before? Have you? Of course you have. Ako na lang. Of course, no? Manang plant pat, di ba? Or crop protection?
Nabilong yes ma'am, sa first year mi ma'am, katong nagtanong mi og kaning mani ma'am kami tanan tapos identify na mo unsa tong mga diseases sa among sa among plants like atong nagyelo ang tawag ani dahon.
So pag magyelo ang dahon, ang say cause?
Then nitrogen deficiency or leaf blight.
Okay, so if it is not nitrogen deficiency, so that's nutrient deficiency. But if it's leaf blight, it must be caused by fungus or bacteria. No? But usually pag bacteria or is medyo rotting siya, so most probably fungus siya. So, but then I should also first know that You really can, no? By doing your exercises. So again, you just follow the methods. No, you don't have to do the lab naman. No, you just have to compare the photo of the plants, including animals pala ito. So maybe you just take a photo or mention the signs and symptoms and identify them, answer the discussion, and make a conclusion. And 6 out of 20 is, so that's for diseases, and you know what are the causes of diseases, diba? They are supposed to be fungi or virus or psychological, marag animals lang.
May natak, ma'am. May matamak-tamakan ng ano.
Yes, Andy? Ay, Jerwin? Tamakan ang animal?
Kaning ano, ma'am? Ang tanong, ma'am, kaning ma-damage siya into physical, ano?
Physiological, yes. Caused by stress, no? For example, gikit-kit siya o insekto o kaya water lag or kaya drought or any stress, no? And also pest identification sa mga pest na po, no? They under the class insecta. So you just going to identify both for plants and animals. And number 7 is what is a green? Hopefully this would be the last. Greenhouse, and what is a greenhouse and what's the use of greenhouse? So if greenhouse is different from a greenhouse, so greenhouse should be from the common knowledge of greenhouse effect, no? So these are used by temperate countries para to increase the temperature inside. No, although we have greenhouses in the Philippines, but it's not really it's only for study purposes. It's not, although naapoy uban na crop na really, like sa mga mabugnaw nga lugar. Supposedly dapat na sa mabugnaw na lugar para mainipan ang ating ang tanom and to increase also its growth and also development. So you just have to answer the discussion. So you can also watch videos online, or perhaps if you can just see around based on your experience, so you can directly answer all your questions. So 7 exercises lang pala. So okay lang ba? Gusto nyo dagdagan natin? More 7 ra, no? Ivy?
Okay na to, din.
Okay naman, ma'am.
Kira po og kuan, ma'am.
Ayaw na tumagin.
Okay, ma'am.
Tungasan.
Pero dungagan.
Oh. So, I'm so sorry kasi ano. But actually, gilesson na nako ni siya ba? Medyo, oh my God, 10 minutes left. So, marag, kasi supposedly, we have, half lang akong ikuha from the 14 exercises. So, half lang akong ikuha, marag, ganong na 7, pero binuang natamo sa 20 sa una. Pero actually, in real situation, in ana ko nagapalab, no? 14 ka buo. And that is subdivided na kasi for the whole semester. But then, actually, I will not ask you too much of by the volume. So, yung although if you prefer na as many as you can, but maybe at least 5 lang siguro, no? For crop classification, kaya na siguro ang 10, no? And animal classification, livestock. But for disease identification, siguro 5 for plants and animals, 5 each, 5 plants disease and 5 animal disease. And for pest naman, 5 then each animal and plants. And okay na ba? So okay na? So, reklamo lang ha, kung dili makaya.
Salamat, ma'am.
Po, ma'am.
Okay.
Copy po, ma'am.
So, do you have any questions regarding your laboratory reports?
But sa ano, ma'am, kaning sa pwede ba naman na isa tanan, ma'am? Kaning pag-ikuan na.
By the way, this is individual.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you.
Gusto ka mag-partner, Jerwin?
I mean, ma'am, ba kaning sa ano, ma'am, sa laboratory exercise 1, then sa isa gud ka kuan, ma'am, sa document is pwede na ba siya ano kanang isa tanan ang exercise 1 to 5?
Pag-submit?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes. Most
Thank
probably.
you, ma'am.
Isahan na lang siya submit, or you can also submit by exercise, no? Double exercise 1, 2, pwede niya 9, but then i-check naman ako at in the end of the semester. Mga December siguro. May hapit na Christmas. So wala na ipangutanan sa lab exercises. So take note, there are also times that you cannot really submit the 7 exercises, no? But usually ang passing grade natin is 50% of that. But I'm not really expecting you to get only the 50% of your grade. I don't, kasi as much as possible, you really aim for the highest grade. So, but if I were strict before, strict jud ko. So if I were strict, actually wala ko ina-INC na ako if kulang ang laboratory exercise. But now medyo butan ako. So although halimbawa there are 7 exercise, so 5 na inyo masubmit. So tagaan ta na mo grade ana, but syempre 0 ang uban. So that's for laboratory exercise, which is your exam is 40% of your grade, your laboratory is 40%, and your quizzes is 20% of your grade. For 89 to 100. Okay. So that's for your laboratory. For your ano naman, and wala na yung nag-ano. Supposedly na ano siya criteria, no? But I'm sure you can check for the criteria sa inyong view. No, na siya criteria. Edit ko lang. Yeah, these are the criteria, and I know you can view this one. So, yung writing skill ninyo in of course in English, and originality, of course it means wala ka nang kopya, no? Basic pati pangalan di kopya. And critical thinking, how did you do your discussion and also your conclusion and your creativity with your presentation of your photos and your report. So that's 100% lahat. So that's for your laboratory. So next is for your prelim, yung na-send ko na. So mag-send pa ako midterm and final. Tulo lang akong ihatag sa inyo na exam, no? So, but if you want na 4, then pwede po dagdagan na to if you want. So, again, you just write you can actually copy this one, but you just send me the answer immediately. This is identification. And it is made simpler for you kasi open notes. No? So I'll be sending also in advance the midterm and the final. So again, your exams is 40% of your grade. So do you have some more questions or clarification? pangutana.
Na-publish na siya sa mong Kuiper, ma'am.
Yes, nanani siya sa inyo. Na-receive na ninyo. So, this one your quizzes. Kaso dili na ako makita ang mga Kuiper essay. So, usually ang makita na ako sa essay. Ako ang gudi nga view. No. So far ang na-send ko lang na Kuiper essay is dalawa, laboratory and prelim. So kulang na lang na siya og duha, midterm and final. So isend ko na daan sa inyo. So lahat naman ng exam is objective siya, dili siya essay. Although na siya sa essay na huwag ibutang. Kasi diri man pud gyapon ko mag-rate. But then, di ba, ang deadline ani is January 25. But then, some of you may not comply on due time. So, di ba, mawala na siya once na nag-due date na siya. So, you can send it to me through ano na lang, Facebook. No?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, we are supposed to start with the introduction, but we only have 2 minutes left. And I know most of you, two of you already have already completed this one. But anytime we will be, as a kabalo naman mo, ay my God, nakalimutan ko sa attendance, by the way. It's a hammer check sa kung attendance. And your attendance pala is just an additional points to your grades, no? Para ma-perfect pud mo pag may time. Ika gamay. Mahutdan kayo og time ani. So, if ever mag times up na ta, you can go back to the link. Every meeting na to ha kung nahuman na atong time, you can go back to the link para for queries, questions and clarification. And if ever wala na may question or clarification, then that would be all, no? Time's up na tayo, 40 minutes. So I will only take 40 minutes of your time every Friday. The rest of the time will be self-study and also your requirements, especially sa inyong paper. So we still have 5 minutes for questions and clarification. Okay lang, Christy.